Today, guys, we are going to be reacting to brewstew's eye doctor video, 2023 edition. This is going to be funny because I go to the eye doctors a lot. I have keratoconus, so let's just react and watch to this video.
Not too long ago, I had to go to the eye doctor to renew my prescription for contact lenses. And like most people, I put off going to the eye doctor as long as I can, until I'm on my last pair of contacts, and they've been in my eyeballs for way too long. Every time I blink, it makes a sound effect. So finally, I give up.
Wait. Ask your dad about cataracts. Well, my mom actually had cataract surgery a year ago, 2023. My dad has not had cataract surgery, so I cannot ask my dad about cataracts. But I hope, and I know I'm going to have cataracts because everybody gets it eventually. But I also have keratoconus, so cataracts and keratoconus, no bueno.
And some of you out there might be like, hey, wait a minute, didn't this guy already make a cartoon on the eye doctor like 40 years ago?
I haven't seen the first one.
About the time when he was a kid and he got some ugly-ass glasses that were too big for his face? Well, yeah, I did, but this is 2023 now, and I'm an adult. No more of those double-bridge Jeffrey Dahmer glasses.
Oh, no.
Lenses now. And I have to say, a lot has changed in the old eye doctor world since then. I mean, sure, some things are still the same. You still have to go through all those tests with the eye doctor's assistant. Like the test where you have to smash your face up against the machine and stare at a fucking hot air balloon while they measure the circumference of your eyeball or whatever the hell they do. Now, maybe instead of the hot air balloon, some of you may get the old big barn on the horizon, whatever your flavor is. And I don't know about you, but every time I stare at that...
Let's see, there's the hot air balloon, there's the barn, and isn't there one, about a road? I'm pretty sure my doctor has one about a road. And like, I don't know, maybe it is, I don't know. I know my eye doctor in Charlotte has one about a road that I have done. I don't know. It's not a house. It's like, I think a highway. I don't know. All I know is I've done that. Oh, and then there's also the fish tank, the under the water. It's not like one of those machines, but there's one where like if you get Neuralens, it's like it shows you all these like fish and stuff. It's pretty cool.
I feel like I'm being set up for like one of those jump scares, like it's fucking 2006 again. Okay, now focus on the big balloon. Open up really big now.
Yup.
Just a few more seconds and blah. Ah, yes. Okay, good. You saw the demon, right? That means you don't have cataracts or some shit. I don't know. All right, on to the next test. And the next test, of course, is that.
So that machine is to test your vision. Test for. Dude, this is actually funny because every time I go there, they always do all these unnecessary tests. Nope, your pupils are great. It's like, okay, but I have keratoconus, so they're not great, right? Like, well, nothing's changed. Great.
It's a shit glaucoma test that everybody hates. Where you put your head in one of these bad boys and they're all like, okay, you're gonna feel a little puff of air.
Oh, I've done that, yeah.
Okay, let's do the next time. So immediately I'm on guard at this point. I know that test is coming. It's always after the hot air balloon. Well, imagine my surprise when this lady pulls out a little handheld thingy. And my first thought was, oh, fuck, they turned it into a gun? This is gonna be bad. So she pulls the hammer back on this thing and points it at me all execution.
To be fair, though, that is, I think, the newer devices. I go to my surgeon, and they do that same thing. I don't know why. They just do to test, like, air. It's like air pressure, really, or something. It's not air pressure. It's test your pupil, your pupil. I don't know. It's weird.
All right, now you might feel a little tickle on your eyeball. You ready? Dad, are you holding your breath right now? Can you just get it over with already? Now, I'll be damned, but this lady was correct. It is just a little tickle on your eyeball now.
You actually don't feel it. Giggles.
Holy hell, put a point on the board for the eye doctor in 2023. They fixed the goddamn glaucoma test. What a time to be alive. So now I'm feeling pretty good. That is, until they make the arbitrary decision that they need to dilate my eyeballs. Now, if you never had your eyes dilated...
Okay, I really, if you have keratoconus and they dilate your eyes, yeah, no bueno. Even if you do not have keratoconus, I really hate to dilation in general. They have to dilate your eyes to do a test. Now, technically speaking, there is another, dilation is quick and easy. There is another method that my doctor told me that there is another method, but it takes a lot longer. Basically, you just have to sit in a pitch black room for about 35-40 minutes, and then they're going to turn on the lights, and then your eyes are going to blow like that, like the pupil, and that means that they could do all the tests they need, but they only have a quick spam time to do it. So dilation just cuts it down like significantly by like 10 minutes.
Well, the process works like this. First, they drop battery acid into your eyeballs, and then they make you Stevie Wonder your ass back out to the waiting room for 15 minutes until your fucking pupils look like you dropped acid and everything.
They don't do that. So what they do is basically, I mean, at that, whatever he's explaining, it happened to him. For me, what they do is they dilate my eyes, they come back in 2 minutes, and then they do all these machines on me. It's not 15 minutes. But yeah.
It's like fucking graphics from a Nintendo 64. But put another point on the board for the eye doctors in 2023, because now they offer an alternative. Okay, so we can dilate your eyeballs the old-fashioned way with the battery acid, or for an extra $35, we can skip the dilation and use this new fancy machine that we got. $35? Lady, I would have ate stuff out of your garbage can if it got me out of get my fucking eyes dilated. Sign me up. Hell yes, eye doctor in 2023. I would buy a t-shirt at this point if they had a fucking merch shop. So finally the opening act is over, and now it's time to see the headliner, the old Big Daddy eye doctor himself. Now, I've encountered many eye doctors in my extensive past of troubled eyesight, and most of them seem to be no-nonsense guys that seem generally pissed off to be eye doctors in the first place for what...
Yeah, so I have dealt with many eye doctors, some who come in and they're just very rude. They don't care what you have to say, because they believe that they're right and you're wrong. I've dealt with, let's see, the first doctor I went to was very nice, but he just didn't know what he was doing. He couldn't find anything wrong with me. My first scleral doctor, she just always came in a very positive attitude, but every time I would relate to her my eye issues, she just would not seem to care about anything I'm dealing with. My new doctor I go to in Charlotte, she always is like, okay, tell me everything that you're experiencing. She's like, okay, I'm going to jot this down. She's like, last time you reported this, you're going to get new sclerals, so all that stuff that built up on your lenses, you're getting a new coating on the new lens, so we're going to see if it's like, if it's an issue on the new ones. If it is, then I know to just put an extra different type of coating on it. We'll just have you come back, we'll send them back out, and then you can just use your old ones, and then when the new ones come back with that extra coating, then we can do that. But yeah.
But this guy burst in the door with the energy of like a fucking 90s game show host. Hey there, howdy who, I'm Dr. Sunshine. Who's ready to play the Family Feud? I'm here for contact lenses. Yeah, I see that. Tell me, how long have you had those crusty things in there for? Not too long, really.
Yeah, so technically, guys, I go to Charlotte to my eye appointments, and when I go there, they need me to have my contacts in before I go. So when I leave the house, it's about a 4-hour drive just to go to Charlotte from where I live in Charleston. So what I have to do is I have to put them on in the morning, then I have to drive there, which takes about 4 hours, so they're already settling in my eye a good amount of time. I go there, and then when I'm done with the appointment, I either can keep them in on the way back home, or I could just take them out there, depending on if I want to sleep in the car or not. So yeah, some eye doctors, if you have a local eye doctor, you can literally just put your contacts on in the doctor's office, or to save them the trouble, just do it at home if you know how. Some people, if it's like hard to still put them in, just do it there.
Mighty, those things look like they've been in there since the Bush administration. Here, let me peel them bad boys out for you. And then suddenly the doctor leans over and he scoops the contacts out of my eyes himself like he's doing a fucking magic trick. Now, I don't know if you've ever had a grown man take your contacts out for you, but personally, I didn't know if I should be uncomfortable or impressed. I could have done that myself, right? Oh, it's okay. I love touching eyeballs. What? Nothing. Anyways, let's do your exam. So unfortunately, the 2023 eye doctor still has the same fucking steampunk eyeball contraption thing that they slide on your face. But the big difference this time around was that I didn't feel pressured one bit when comparing the different slides. You see, when I was a kid, I could always sense the doctor's impatience as I struggled to figure out which slide was blurrier than the other. I'd be sitting there panicking, feeling the pressure. Okay, we have number 1 and number 2. Oh God. Number 1 and number 2. Could you put them side by side? Oh, for fuck's sake, how hard is it? You know?
My doctor does that all the time. She's like, okay, is 1 better or 2 better? I'm like, 1, okay? 2 or 3? 3? 3 or 4? 4? Okay? 4 and 5? About the same. Okay. Da 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 da. And then she just inputs stuff like it's like the same. Like my vision, it's the same on both. What? I don't get why they do that. And sometimes I'm like, I don't know. They're like, try for me. Can you please try? I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna give you the wrong answer, and then my lenses that come in are like gonna be off-putting. I don't know.
Oh, then I'll just pick for you. And if you end up with Coke bottle glasses, that's on your indecisive ass. But that's not the case for the eye doctor in 2023. No, this guy's got the fucking patience of a Shaolin monk. Okie dokie, we have 3, and we have 4.
Yep.
Oh, lordy. 3 again, and 4 again. Is there any way you could, do them side by side? Oh, I sure wish I could, but, well, it turns out that would be fucking stupid as hell. 3 and 4, and then once that was over, that was it. The appointment's over.
Yay.
I get my prognosis, which I always do, and then they send me out the door, and I don't even have to Stevie Wonder my ass out there with the cardboard sunglasses. Eye doctor in 2023, not a bad time. I can blink like a normal human being again. The eye doctor didn't make me feel like an idiot, and I even got a sucker at the end. So
my first scleral doctor made me feel stupid. She made me feel so many different types of ways. My new doctor in Charlotte doesn't make me feel like an idiot. She actually, I don't know. Every time I go there, they always give me like a new fact, ovits. What's ovits? Oh, you never heard of that before? I don't read medical stuff. She's like, have you done an ovits test before? I'm like, maybe, I don't know. And they're like, okay, we're going to do that here today. They always ask me if I've done certain tests. I'm like, I don't know. Should you have my records? They're like, well, we don't have the records from your other eye doctor, your surgeon. I'm like, okay, let me call him and get him to fax it over so y'all have all my records. I don't know. It's always funny, though.
Piece of shit like I am, and you've been putting off going to the eye doctor. Well, knock it off and get your ass in there. You'll become a diehard fan just like me. The end.
The dentist. I hate going to a dentist too. Every time I go, they always tell me to stop drinking soda and that I have a lot of cavities and I need new fillings. I don't know. Well, that was the end of this react to the eye doctor. But yeah, you guys should definitely go to the eye doctor. Doesn't matter how old you are. If you rarely go, you need to go because you could be like me and one day just say, hey, you're losing your sight. And you start crying. You start saying things like, I wish I could have gone sooner. You always want to take things back, but you can't. My life's how it turned out. So yeah, go to the eye doctor, listen to the doctor. Now, if the doctor tells you they can't find anything wrong, second opinions. Honestly, second opinions, hands down. But yeah, this is actually really funny. I hope to do more reacts of this type of content in the future. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.